You know all those processes your engineering teams put in place to automate what seems to be every little thing? Well, guess what? Those little things can add up to a lot, and that's what we're discussing today. Hey everybody, glad to have you here. Today we're talking about why SRE and automation are important. So if you're not in engineering or you're a lesser experienced engineer, you might wonder why the experienced engineers seem to spend so much time on automation and put so much value in automating the day-to-day tasks. Now, you may also be in the job for a while, maybe you've been an engineer for several years, but you've not seen the value of automating and really getting into site reliability engineering and doing away with the toil. So what we're going to go into today is why it's important to do that and the benefits to your business and what this can actually do for you in terms of making your life easier. So here's a few reasons why you might want to consider prioritizing SRE and automation. So these are the same reasons you can use to get buy-in for SRE from internal team members, management, stakeholders, customers, basically anybody who's got a say in where the budget is spent on the application. So when it comes down to it, stability has an impact on user experience. And user experience is a big thing, which is why we now have so many different UX specializations. Basically, if your customers have a bad time, they're not going to be customers for very long. And especially not if your competitors are doing it better. Experiences that are full of bugs or slow or just don't work or have any downtime are just going to irritate them. It's the equivalent of going into a shop, walking up to the counter and being ignored, or not even being able to get through the front door. If it keeps happening, you're not going to go back because you had such a bad experience. And the same thing is true with our sites and our services and our APIs that we build for customers. If they don't work, they're not going to keep using them. And it can have a cascading impact too. For example, a slow page speed can affect a website's SEO rankings because page speed matters to Google. Now, a lower SEO ranking is going to mean that your users are not going to find your website, for instance, if that's the thing you're optimizing for. A poor UX through bugs or slow page speed will lead to a drop in sales or product or feature adoption, leading to a drop in revenue. For page speed alone, every second after 2.4 seconds loses 7% of traffic. And that's just page speed. Bugs in the critical path, that is the key features of our goals or services, are going to be worse. The poor UX affects brand perception and the experience matters to your customers. If there's a shortage of engineers, automation will help your teams circumvent a hiring challenge. You can automate processes such as deployment, testing, making database changes, and much, much more. And you can add monitoring and alerting so that if something does go wrong, the downtime is as short as possible. And if you standardize your processes, it's going to help with your onboarding and ensuring that code that doesn't meet your standards doesn't make it to production. But there's a balance to be struck between releasing new features and ensuring reliability for users. You still want to be progressing in terms of the feature development. But ultimately, if you keep your customers happy, they'll keep paying your bills. Because really for most businesses, that's the main concern, is giving the customers a good experience that is memorable and brings them back. And the goal of SRE is to enable us to move faster, ship more features, and not worry about repetitive tasks such as reliable deployments. If I was to summarize SRE in 4 words, it would probably be making service goals reliable. For those of you who don't know me, I am Managing Director at Firney, a managed cloud service provider. And prior to Firney, I was a software engineer and I managed a team of about 50 engineers working on Fortune 500 company websites and applications. I've been an engineer for about 15 years now. And this channel is for helpful videos on site reliability engineering, engineering processes, and general updates on the business. In other news, we're going to have a stand at Web Summit in Lisbon this year. If you don't know what Web Summit is, it's an annual exhibition and conference with 70,000 attendees. There'll be loads of top brands, talks, investors and partners, and it always gathers a huge crowd. So if any of you are going to be there and you'd like to talk to us, I believe you'll be able to find us in the startup section. But anyway, that's it for today. So please let me know if you have any questions in the comments. We'll be doing many more of these videos, digging into a bit more detail. So please like this video if you found it useful, share it with your friends and colleagues, subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next video.